Bolton make one change from the side, beaten by Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday. Riga, who was signed from Levante in the summer, starts his first Premier League game. He replaces Gavin McCann, who was sent off a White Hart Lane. Joey O'Brien was set to be the man replacing McCann, but he was injured in training. It looks like with the inclusion of Riga, Bolton may well go with a 4-4-2 formation. It's same again for David Moyes. The Everton boss sticks with the same 11 that fought back to draw with champions Manchester United at Goodison Park on Saturday. That means that Tim Cahill, who's back from a ban, has to settle for a place on the bench. It is a strong-looking substitutes bench. So Bolton Wanderers beginning to feel the heat. A section of the fans turned on Gary Megson during Sunday's defeat at Tottenham. They are in the bottom three. Gary Megson says he can handle it. Contrast that with Everton. David Moyes hoping Saturday's fight back against the champions will ignite their season. Barry Horn, how do you see this one going?
Well, it's a big game for both teams, isn't it? As you say, both at the wrong end of the table at the moment. Everton, more surprisingly than Bolton, I suppose. But Everton have had a really, really tough 4 or 5 weeks. You know, 2 defeats from the Cup, in the Cups, and Man United, Liverpool and Arsenal as well in the league. But as you say, that second half performance against Man United will have given them loads of confidence for the short trip over to Bolton.
Osman left flattened as Kevin Nolan was shaping for the shot. But that's what we'll expect from Bolton here this evening, with the throw-ins and the set pieces to test Everton whenever they can. It's been a tough few days for Gary Megson. He admits he doesn't think he will ever win over the fans here at the Reebok Stadium. He wasn't too welcome when he arrived here last season, but did seem to turn the tide with the win here against Manchester United. Fans after that were labelling him Ginger Mourinho, but since then they survived by a point in the Premier League, and the defeat at Tottenham has really struck a chord with the Bolton fans in these last few days. Yeah. He says he's big enough to handle it though.
Well, he's going to have to be, isn't he, because as I say, the wrong end of the table, a tough fixture is coming up. I mean, obviously he suffered, didn't he, because of the enormous popularity of Sam Allardyce. I know he didn't take it directly over from Big Sam, but you know, that team was still remembered by the fans.
There's Greta Steinson, Riga ahead of him, so too Elmander and Davis, all waiting inside the Everton penalty area, and he gets the cross all wrong. Well, David Moyes believes Everton can kickstart their season now after that fabulous second half display against Manchester United on Saturday. But they can't let the good work go to waste here this evening.
He has actually got a great opportunity, without being disrespectful to the teams coming up: Fulham, West Ham, Borough, Wigan, Bolton tonight. You know, after the run of games that they have had, he must be looking forward to those games with great optimism. Some of his players are starting to come into form. Fellaini had his best 45 minutes against Man United at the weekend. He really just needs the strikers to kick in now, and things are looking a lot better for David Moyes.
Phil Neville standing over this free kick. Now he's leaving it to Mikel Arteta. Fellaini forward, so too Sahar Yakubu, joined by Jagielka. It's Pinar's cross, and Jääskeläinen clutches it.
Good position, the gap was there to put it in behind the defence. Steven Pienaar just showed too much of it to Jääskeläinen, and the ever dependable goalkeeper, his first action, solid as a rock.
Yakubu without a goal in 7 for Everton, his longest spell without a goal since joining from Middlesbrough last season. That's Taylor's ball to Riga, a big hit with the Bolton fans already. And the first test for Tim Howard.
Change of feet, it's on target, and first time Howard's brought into action.
Now the captain, Kevin Nolan, one of those who has come out and spoken out in favour of manager Gary Megson this week. Mwamba, it's Elmander.
Mwamba had his own way far too easily in midfield there. Fellaini just allowing him to breeze past him really and play that ball forward. Again, it's another easy save for Tim Howard though.
Still finding his feet in the Premier League is Johan Elmander, a goal scorer here on the opening day against Stoke. It's Yakubu's ball to Louis Sahar. Well, I think the referee are blowing for handball. It's a free kick to Bolton.
Great vision from Yakubu, a little back heel to bring Sahar in. Well, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that wasn't harsh on Yakubu. Lovely back heel. Escalante obviously had heard the whistle there.
Fifth time Yakubu and Sahar have teamed up together since Louis Sahar's move from Old Trafford. Neither has yet scored since they played together. It's an understanding which they're still working on.
Yeah, and you know, you asked about the absence of Lee Carsley, but also David Moyes has got 2 or 3 key players not on top form. Lescott, Arteta, Yakubu, who were instrumental in their success in previous years.
Yakubu, nice dinked ball just over the head of Marouane Fellaini.
Well, he looks up for it tonight, despite the weather.
Well, it was this ground where Yakubu scored his first goal for Everton on his debut last season in Everton's 2-1 victory. David Moyes has made the point Yakubu is one of those strikers who'll score in clutches and then not score for a while. This is Sahar. Yakubu onside as he tried to feed it back to Sahar. O'Brien closing him down. That's Jagielka's header. Now it's Riga. Arteta trying to get back goal side. Just prizes the ball away from Riga. Had to be helped out though by Leon Osman. And the throw-in has gone Everton's way.
Yeah. Good tussle between the two artisans there. Riga and Arteta. Osman cleverly just playing it off Riga's legs for the throw-in.
Neville in space on the far side. There's Matt Taylor, preferred in recent weeks in the Bolton starting 11 to Ricardo Gardner because he does carry a goal threat on the left-hand side, the former Portsmouth man. Howard with work to do, and does well. This is Lescott. Pienaar, Sahar. Everton knocking the ball around well. Fellaini.
But we're quite happy for Everton to knock the ball around there, over around the halfway line. You see them just dropping straight back into defensive mode, 2 lines.
Well, you can see there Everton again trying to take the free kick quickly, but Phil Dowd saying, I'm talking to J. Lloyd Samuel, so you'll have to take it again. Everton have won 3 of their last 4 against Bolton Wanderers. It is a fixture they tend to win in recent seasons. Bolton's last victory against Everton was at Goodison Park 3 years ago. 4-0 win at Goodison that day for Sam Allardyce's side. 20 forward in royal blue, including Fellaini. On the spin, Yakubu couldn't quite generate the power.
Let's go down. There's a chance, and again, it's poor communication leading to poor defending. And Bolton, that should have been a routine clearance there. Just hit it against his old man, and Yakubu, the surprise as the ball fell to him, just too much for him.
Well, David Moyes believed that for the first time this season Everton did get the balance right on their side against Manchester United. Of course, they could have won that game. Edwin van der Sar making a save from Yakubu, turning the ball onto the post. It's games like that, saves like Howard made against Nemanja Vidic in that game, that can turn seasons at times. Bolton are hoping something might spring their way in this game. Fellaini can look awkward.
Yeah, and I think that was the problem there, wasn't it? I don't think there was too much doubt it was a foul, but just tall and gang, trying to get round his man there. No way he's going to get that ball. And that's something he's got to learn if he's going to play central midfield in the Premier League.
Well, he thought the referees in the Belgian league were out to get him. He says he used to be yellow carded for the smallest thing. He's already on 4 yellow cards for Everton, so a booking here tonight, and he's facing a suspension. It's a brilliant good play between Davis and Elmander. Everton survive for now. This is Nolan. He's been taken down. Nolan still battling right in front of Phil Dowd. No foul, and it's Fabrice Muamba. Tim Howard with the save.
He's done well there, Nolan, because to be fair, most players playing in the Premier League today would have taken the opportunity to go down right there. He's trying to keep going, and the referee hasn't given him the credit there. I think that was a foul.
Tenacious play from Kevin Nolan. He's a player who polarises opinion here at Bolton. Some fans find it easy to get on his back at times. He has come out and supported his manager this week. But then you get fans here as well that love him.
Yeah, I can sympathise more with the latter bunch of fans, to be honest with you, because what he brings to this team, or what he has brought to this team for years now, epitomises certainly the spirit and the ethos that Sam Allardyce brought. And he had a fantastic couple of seasons not long ago. I think he was knocking on the door of an England call-up.
Liverpool fan as well, so he will enjoy this if Bolton beat Everton here this evening. Fellaini is penalised again.
Well, could be if he keeps this record up, he could be on the way for a ban earlier than even he would have expected.
This is Yerba making his 200th start for Everton in this game this evening. There's Kevin Nolan in space, urged to shoot by the fans. More diving practice for Tim Howard.
Well, the shots on target column will look pretty impressive for Bolton at the moment, but none of them really have given Tim Howard anything to worry about.
Well, Gary Megson will be pretty pleased. He wanted a reaction tonight from his Bolton side.
And I think both managers will be happy the way their teams have gone forward. And I think both managers would like the teams to be better defensively.
That's Leon Osman finding Phil Neville. Yerbo's high spinning ball, trying to pick out Yakubu. O'Brien won the header. Arteta, who's moved inside, opens up here for Mikel Arteta. Blocked by Andy O'Brien. Pino's flick. It's Arteta again. Trying to find Louis Sahar. Still Arteta. Now it's Phil Neville's cross. Sahar's downward header. Sahar again is slipping over. It's a slippery service out there.
It's not the first time Sahar's lost his footing. We saw Fellaini slip earlier. The surface will be very, very greasy with the rain that we've just had. Another couple of chances now, certainly half chances for Everton.
And now Everton have this free kick, foul on Fellaini. Arteta's cross, looking for Jagielka. This is Yerbo. That's Steinson dealing with that. Now Mikel Arteta trying to barge his way past Riga. Mwamba glides away from Leon Osman. Elmander and Davis to his right. Mwamba with the drive. Now it's Davis finding Greta Steinson. Lescott came flying in, and it's a free kick to Bolton.
It's a yellow card as well, I think.
Yellow card to Julian Lescott for that challenge on Johan Elmander.
I think that's harsh. The replay might show me to be wrong, but I think Julian Lescott had to go for that. He's barely touched it, was he?
Steinson, of course, it was who was on. It was fouled there by Julian Lescott. Good driving run that by Mwamba to set Bolton away.
Yeah, not the first time we've seen him go past the player, deceiving once he gets moving. But at least Leon Osman got back to make life difficult for him.
Now what can Bolton produce here? So strong from set pieces. Cahill forward, so too Elmander. Well, they try to smash it towards Tim Howard's right post. Matt Taylor, who can of course score from the spectacular.
It's just too high for anyone to get a touch on.
It's Fellaini. Now Yakubu. Yakubu finding Louis Sahar. Great power behind that shot, but also behind it was UC Yaskalainen.
Yeah, good link-up play between the two strikers. Again, it's Look, no right back again, nobody down that side at all. Nice pass into Saha's path, and that's a good strike. And Bolton were lucky there that neither of those two defenders got a deflection which would have taken that ball past their goalkeeper.
He'll be delighted to start 2 games in a matter of days, Louis Saha, considering the injury problems that have been well documented during his Manchester United days. Admits he used to try and race back to fitness ahead of when he should have done, really, because of the critics that said maybe it was in his head, these injury problems. It's a point that he wanted to prove that it wasn't in his head. I think the main problem at Manchester United with his injuries was that he always seemed to pick them up maybe in training or when he wasn't on the field of play.
He didn't play enough games, did he? So you don't see somebody getting injured. You suspect, you know, as you said, it might be in the head. But again, you know, with Tim Cahill coming back to fitness, it's a vote of confidence for him as well by David Moyes.
Yeah, Louis Saha making that point that he wants to prove those doubters wrong. Terrific striker when on form, Louis Saha. You remember it was that form which made Sir Alex Ferguson sell Ruud van Nistelrooy from Manchester United to Real Madrid. There's Cahill. Saha tackled by Steinson. Reverse ball to Mikel Arteta. Arteta has Yakubu bursting forward here. Yakubu is onside.
Oh, he had Lescott in attendance there. Could have used him to whip that ball in. Great ball from Arteta to put Yakubu in that position.
Last goal was back in February, Louis Saha. That was in the Premier League and a Manchester United 5-1 win at Newcastle. Now wearing the blue of Everton and hoping to break his duck here. Fellaini is right in front of UC Jääskeläinen. Orthodox goalkeeping from Jääskeläinen.
Strange decision. Clear catch there for the keeper, and the punch has just kept the pressure on his team.
Now it's Mikel Arteta. Well, Bolton eventually dragged themselves away from their own 18-yard box. Elmander trying to skip away from Julian Lescott. Bobby's over on the far side for Bolton, one of which is Jadon Samuel. Now it's Matt Taylor. Nolan screaming for the ball here. He's looking for someone out on this near side, but there isn't anyone really for Bolton. Davis going to ground, no foul, and Leon Osman will complete the clearance for Everton. Arteta. Saha bursting through the middle. He elects to find Yakubu here. Saha at the near post.
Again, it's another good position. It comes to nothing for Everton. And once again,
it's Neville's cross looking for Fellaini. He wriggled himself in front of Greta Steinson but couldn't find the direction.
He got across his marker there, and I think he'd be disappointed that he didn't do better with that. He's seen him coming with a late run. He's got in front of Steinson, and that's a clean header. That's a good chance. Really, someone with his height and his head and ability, he's got to do better than that.
It's Matt Taylor for Bolton. Two Everton players going for it. This is Nolan trying to set Riga out wide here, and Julian Lescott just shields the ball out of play. Tight game this though so far between these two.
It is, and Everton have had much the better positions, found themselves in wide areas and haven't made the best of them. Bolton have made, you know, better use of their opportunities. They've had 4 or 5 shots on target, so it's even Steven really.
Both teams, of course, playing with the same system, 4-4-2. Bolton with 2 up top. Everton sticking with the 2 up top as well, despite Tim Cahill being back from his ban. There's Julian Lescott. Everton have picked up more points this season, playing with a 4-5-1 formation that they've employed successfully in the last few seasons.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what's brought them their success over the past 2 or 3 years.
It's Mikel Arteta.
As it has with Bolton, of course.
Oh, Julian Lescott dinks the cross in.
That's better from Lescott. Can be looking to get forward in this game.
It's Pienaar. Now Phil Neville. Plenty waiting for the cross. Andy O'Brien flinging himself at the ball. Good defending from Andy O'Brien. That's a great touch from Davis. Osman slipping over. Mwamba trying to lay it into the path of Almanda. Everton get the throw in.
No, there's nothing wrong with the pass from Mwamba. It was Almanda's touch and awareness of where he was on the pitch. That was the problem there.
He's back for Everton, back from a 3-game ban. This is Jadon Samuel. Kevin Davis at the far post. Just whizzes past him. And it's gone up for a throw into Everton.
That's a good ball in from Jadon Samuel.
Talk about the lack of a cutting edge. Gary Mexon is hoping to bring in a new striker in January. Of course, Johan Almanda was brought in during the summer for big money from Toulouse. Hasn't quite worked out for him yet. There he is now, fighting Nolan. Samuel in space on that far side. Taylor electing to shoot, and why not with that left foot? But he gets the corner.
He can strike it from distance. We're talking about the one he hit at Frack Park a couple of seasons ago. Maybe 10-15 yards inside his own half. Spectacular volley.
Scored a cracker from a free kick against West Ham a few weeks ago as well. 3 Bolton players clutched just on the edge of the Everton penalty area. So now just having a word with Kevin Nolan, Tim Howard and Phil Neville. Always tough to sort out those situations. Nolan is standing right in front of Tim Howard. It's an old Sam Allardyce ploy, that.
Cahill's got himself free at the moment.
Once carrying Cahill, just whizzes over his head.
And he wasn't far away, was he? Nobody was picking him up. He had a run onto that. I think he should have done better. See him there, he's free. He's got between 2 players, come behind Jagielka.
Well, the decision is another corner to Bolton.
I think he missed it because Jagielka must have just got the slightest of touches to take it away from the defender.
Tim Howard is blocked off again on the line. Fellaini heads away. Now Pienaar.
Oh, that's a foul.
Ball back by Jadon Samuel, and that will be another yellow card.
Yellow card. Yeah, cynical foul.
He had to do that, Jadon Samuel, otherwise Pienaar was away from him.
He had players breaking either side of him as well. Pienaar. It would have been a dangerous situation for Bolton, but Jadon Samuel allowed that to roll on.
Final 5 minutes of the first half of normal time at the Reebok. Goalless between these two. Plenty of attacking football so far, but no cutting edge as of yet. Can Bolton provide it now? It's Riga's ball. Now Kevin Davis trying to go on the outside here of Jagielka.
One of the successes of the season for Everton. Phil Jagielka coming to great form. He's made that position his own of late, which is no mean feat, bearing in mind the form of Julian Lescott over the past 2 or 3 years.
Tim Howard slipping. Well, it is a slippery surface here at the Reebok tonight because of the conditions, and Everton almost made to pay.
Yeah, just as well for Howard that that ball wasn't on target, because he definitely lost his foot, and I don't think he would have got to it if that had been on target. I know a lot's made of it. People always talk about the new blades, but I just wonder how many of the players who have slipped over have got the old-fashioned long studs in.
We've seen the referee take a tumble as well. There's Pienaar. Fellaini. Now Phil Neville. That's Yakubu trying to chest it down and link up with Louis Saha. Saha, the target of this. He wins the flick on. but no one racing in behind him. Again, it's that understanding, isn't it, between the front two? They're still trying to get an understanding together, Yakubu and Louis Saha. This time it's Arteta's turn to fall. Gary Cahill. He's only been at the club since January, but really settled into life at Bolton Wanderers. The best young defender in England, he's been described as by his manager Gary Megson. Fabio Capello has certainly had a couple of looks at Gary Cahill.
Certainly done well tonight. Nearly got himself on the score sheet as well a few moments ago.
We will have 1 added minute of stoppage time. 0-0.
Where's that minute come from? I don't think we've had a break in play, have we?
Not yet. Maybe they just like keeping the players out in the cold, Brian, I don't know. It's Almanda, who's tripped. And a free kick for Bolton.
Tug on the shirt here. Tug on the shirt, the referee's indicating there it is. Wasn't a great deal in that, was there? Some controversy if Riga puts this in the back of the net.
Well, he certainly can hit them, Riga. He's just forced a little out wide, a little further out wide than he wanted there.
Yeah.
Which may well mean that this will become a cross. Taylor forward. Also Kevin Davis. Nolan standing offside, trying to invite Everton back. And comfortable for Tim Howard, and a waste of a good position there for Bolton.
Yeah, it was, and the line of forwards had given Riga plenty of space to put that ball into.
Fellaini. And a free kick. Well, Fellaini about to be yellow carded here. Oh, Kevin Nolan will referee some sorting out to do.
I think that's Nolan that's got that for going in after the whistle had clearly gone.
Well, that means Kevin Nolan is banned. His 5th yellow of the season.
Oh, or is it? Well, there's one there that could have been. I think it was. Well, my first thought was that it was Nolan for going in after the whistle.
And Mwamba went in as well.
Yeah.
But we'll confirm that in a second. Meanwhile, Everton have a free kick. If it is a yellow card for Nolan, he will be banned. Look for a second that Fellaini was trying to protest his innocence as well.
It's not made it very clear there what he's done there, the referee.
Lescott's header. Almanda. We believe it is Kevin Nolan who has been yellow carded, which means he is facing a ban now. Everton facing this Bolton attack. It's Taylor who wraps his foot around the ball. Kevin Davis with the header. And Fellaini got back.
Good cross. Fantastic header back from Davis.
Well, that's it for the first 45. Really tight game. Plenty of attacking play from both teams. Yakubu with Everton's best opportunity, albeit a half chance in the end. Fellaini went close as well. And as for Bolton, Gary Cahill had a certain header just taken off his head by Phil Jagielka. At the end of the first half, Kevin Nolan yellow carded, which means he is facing a ban. Half time at the Reebok. Bolton Wanderers 0, Everton 0. And Everton know what's coming from this. Almanda, Davis, both forward. Bounced up awkwardly there for Kevin Davis, trying to turn away from Julian Lescott. Yakubu getting back, defending for Everton. Jagielka underneath that. That's Kevin Nolan. Now Greta Steinson. This falls Andy O'Brien back. Bolton made a fast start to the first half as well. striker broke through here. It's Samuel to Elmander. Tight space. Samuel again. Ricochets kindly. It's Mwamba who swipes it goalwards. Howard with the first save of the second half.
Good start. I thought Mwamba was a little slow getting onto this. Just had to take an extra step there. And prior to that, I thought Elmander had the shooting opportunity as well, but he passed it up and turned back out onto his right foot.
Fellaini getting to grips with a different formation as well.
He's hardly had any service to speak of. I can't remember a decent ball into Louis Saha this half.
It's Kevin Nolan. Now Greta Steinson. It's a good ball in. Matt Taylor was stabbing at it at the near post. Great ball in from Steinson. Opened up Everton there.
Better ball in, not quite sure he meant it. But Matt Taylor just at full stretch, and he couldn't. He's in front of the front post. And at full stretch, that was a difficult chance. But look, Jagielka right there again, putting pressure on him. He's one of the few players that can come out of this game. I can't think of him having made a mistake in the entire game for Jagielka.
Well, David Moyes says Jagielka, the only player who's really kept his form from last season in this Everton side. Capped by England at the end of last season against Trinidad and Tobago. Louis Saha, now Fellaini. Pienaar. Everton will just want to spell where they hang on to the ball a little bit more. It's been Bolton dictating proceedings in the last few moments.
Well, since half-time, really, they came out quickly. Although they haven't, they've made a lot of mistakes themselves. They've won the ball back very, very quickly and been able to get back at Everton. Everton really wasteful with possession since half-time.
Arteta. Now it's Davis. A real scrap this game. Jagielka almost caught, almost his first mistake of the season. Fellaini. Now Stephen Pienaar. Fellaini ahead of him. Lescott just behind him. Fellaini just stayed onside.
You have to give Bolton credit for the way they've got back, and they've maintained a rigid shape when they haven't got the ball. They're happy to let Everton have it up here. Go on, that's fine. But as soon as they get within the last third, then they meet two lines of four, and they haven't been able to find their way through yet, Everton.
Arteta's done well to dig that pass out. Phil Neville's cross. It's Neville's cross which led to Everton's equaliser against Manchester United at the weekend. Oh, it's Arteta. Escalanen again, electing to punch under pressure from Cahill. Osman. There's Julian Lescott. Bolton back in their numbers and the move breaks down.
Well,
will it be kept in play? Well, Julian Lescott tried to make something of it, and he has. He's got Everton in corner.
He's done well to chase that down. He was bemoaning the lack of service to Louis Saha earlier, and that's the first decent ball into him, and he wastes it. But Lescott gets him out of trouble with a terrifically strong and determined run.
Did really well there, Julian Lescott. Phil Jagielka at the near post. Fellaini right in front of Jääskeläinen. Oh, Jääskeläinen was all at sea.
He's never getting there, was he? Flapping at it. Everton couldn't take advantage.
Phil Neville's crossfield ball. Arteta did well, so too Riga, but not the best clearance. Helped out by Nolan. This is Leon Osman.
Was a set up to get that shot off ball too far in front of him, stretching with his left foot.
Well, the corner, poor UC Jääskeläinen in trouble.
Well, he made a strange decision in the first half when he could have caught a ball, and here I'm not quite sure what he was thinking there. He was never going to get to that ball. Body's in front of him, wasn't even dropping to him really.
Phil Neville again, clips the ball in this time. And Andy O'Brien, who will dive and head everything, does just that. Fellaini fizzing that ball back to Phil Neville. Neville's done well to dig the cross out. Now it's Julian Lescott. 10 goals for the big defender last season. Mainly headers, couldn't keep that one down.
Yeah, we spoke about him not getting forward as much as he did last year. It's all a sign of low confidence, really. I mean, last year you would have bet on him at least getting a clean strike on that ball, but he didn't look confident in himself as the ball sat up for him.
Who is to stick their neck out and grab a winner in this game? It is there to be won.
I think one bit of quality, one quality move with a quality ball in at the end of it could settle this game. Something that we haven't had up to now.
Bolton have another throw in and a chance to launch this long if they so wish inside the Everton penalty area. And that's exactly what they do. Off the head of Osman. Cahill trying to get the better there of Riga, and tidying up is Mwamba.
Great header.
Davis to Riga, fancied it first time. Tim Howard almost spelt that into the path of Kevin Davis, but recovered just in time. Stinging effort from Riga.
I think that's a poor decision from Riga though. On the wider shot, Matty Taylor on the far post threw his arms up in disgust because he got himself free.
Riga again. Pino back goal side and his foul. Opportunity there for Bolton.
Well, not the first time they've had a shot from distance. They've had lots and lots of shots. But just look at Matt Taylor peeling away there on the back post.
There's Tim Cahill. Fellaini in the middle. Now it's Mikel Arteta switching the angle. Victor Anichebe about to come on for Everton. Bolton streaking forward on the counter-attack here. Almanda wanted it played sooner than that. And Mwamba tried to pick out Davis. Now it's Kevin Nolan. It's a great ball from Davis. Steinson. Blocked by Jagielka. Kevin Davis has linked up play superbly. Jaylo Samuel. It's Almanda. Fancies a shot. Took a deflection. It's a corner.
Good spell for Bolton. That was so nearly one of those where it just loops up, leaving Tim Howard absolutely helpless.
Will Bolton finally make one of these set pieces count? Gary Cahill going for that. Good handling from Tim Howard. We're into the final 10 minutes at the Reebok Stadium. A game which has been few on chances. Plenty of
few on chances, I was going to say high on mistakes. That's been the feature of the game for me.
Plenty of neat passing, just broken down in the final third. Plenty of mistakes, as Barry says as well. Arteta wrestled off the ball. Now it's Phil Neville. Fellaini trying to get something on it. Mikel Arteta onside. Cahill turning. Fellaini in the mix. Bolton struggling to clear. Arteta again. No one there for Everton. Steinson, no chest, it's straight down to Julian Lescott's a hard try to get there. And you see Laskalainen picks the ball up, and that passage of play probably sums up the game.
It's almost comical, Gary. I mean, 5 times there, Bolton have won the ball back and given it straight back to an Everton player, and none of the Everton players could take advantage of it. Every time they had a header or a clearance, straight back to an Everton player. Look, there's another one, and nobody can take advantage. Mistake by Saha, comical.
It's Kevin Nolan surging forward, trying to find Riga, hacked away by Joseph Yobo. We have seen neat passing in the middle third, but there are mistakes like that in the final third in this game. Everton making the change. Victor Anichebe is coming on, and it's Louis Saha who goes off. So Saha's game over. And Victor Anichebe, who's come through the ranks, of course, at Goodison Park, comes on.
You have to have some sympathy for Louis Saha. He's had absolutely nothing to work with. No quality service, nothing in the channels for him to run onto, very few decent crosses for him to attack. You know, he spent the last, 15-20 minutes up there on his own. He's had one decent pass in that time.
Anichebe was Everton's talisman in Europe last season, coming on as a substitute and scoring in the UEFA Cup. 4 he scored last season on the continent. Can he do it at Bolton? David Moyes was determined that his Everton side wouldn't undo the good work from Saturday here this evening.
Be interested to see what both managers have to say in the press conference, because I don't think David Moyes can claim that Everton have played well tonight.
And we'll see a point as continuing momentum. There is Victor Anichebe, and his first touch, he heads just over.
Slightly behind him, but a decent effort nevertheless. Difficult to get that one back onto target. Having to come back onto it.
Bolton drew 0-0 here against West Bromwich Albion, 0-0 here against Blackburn Rovers as well. Games that the home fans think here they should have taken the fight to those sides and got the 3 points in both games.
Well, Bolton have certainly taken the game to Everton tonight, but they've just lacked the quality to take advantage of the positions that they've been in. They've had plenty of possession in advanced areas as well, but as I say, the final ball has been lacking.
See Alan Cork there, former Wimbledon man, making the notes behind Gary Megson. Elmander trying to prop it. Yobo knocks the ball away. Tim Howard was just behind him. Fellaini getting there ahead of Fabrice Muamba. Lescott steaming forward on the overlap here.
Played that too early, Pina. I should have let Lescott get on past him and roll him in behind the defence.
There's Leon Osman. Now Lescott. Cross behind everyone. It's Phil Neville. There was late drama in this fixture last year. Arteta's cross, Fellaini getting up in front of Jolyon Lescott. You see Ascalani didn't look too sure as he made his way towards the ball, but comes away with the ball.
Allowed that ball to fall a long way, didn't he? Giving Cahill a chance to get on that.
Elmander dribbling his way past Osman. Davis was stretching, but it's a free kick to Bolton. A foul on Elmander.
Well, not for the first time tonight. I didn't see that myself. It's a mistake by Elmander, he's lost possession, then a mistake by Osman. Well, the ball's gone and he's run into Yobo. But as ever, he's made the most of it and got his side a free kick. That is one thing he's done well for Bolton tonight.
It was a last-minute goal which won this game for Everton last season. Can Bolton get back in this game? Riga is looking at this. It's within his capabilities. Will he go for the cross again? Kevin Nolan standing offside. Everton not being drawn to that. It's Riga. Wants to get the cross in. And they were queuing up at the far post.
I think they got in each other's way a little bit there. Davis and Elmander. I think Elmander was better placed to head that. Davis is taking it off him at the last.
Arteta. There's Tim Cahill. Fellaini. Now Osman. Huge cry of man on from the Everton fans. Lescott, Pienaar, Lescott again has got in good positions in his second half down that left flank. Julian Lescott, it's a really good ball, and Evertonians appealing for a foul on Fellaini inside the penalty area. It's a corner kick, which is the award.
Yeah, it's a strong appeal from behind the goal as well. That's better play from Lescott and Pienaar down that left-hand side. Lescott wraps his foot around it, great ball curling away from the keeper. No, there's nothing there, is it?
Mikel Arteta with this corner, and it's swung out.
Well, that is poor. That is poor.
Another waste from Everton, but Fellaini definitely thought there was something inside the penalty area, so too did those Everton fans behind the goal.
I honestly can't see what they were appealing for there. Surely Fellaini was jumping into the centre half there. Is he suggesting there was a little push there or something? I don't know, but for me, no appeal there.
Fellaini's knocked down. Cahill finding Mikel Arteta. Arteta's cross there took a deflection. Now it's Kevin Nolan. Arteta did well to win it back. Now Phil Neville. We'll have 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the game. There's the one last opportunity left here at the Reebok. Kevin Davis takes a tumble. It will be Bolton's third goalless draw here this season in the Premier League.
I'm not sure either team has done enough to deserve a victory tonight, Gary, to be honest.
There's Mikel Arteta again. Neville. Seen the run of Stephen Pienaar. And now Fellaini! He's done it again! Everton surely have won it! And it's thanks to their record bye! It could well be a big, big win for David Moyes' side.
Well, there's the one bit of quality that I was talking about. You know, quality cross, poor defending again though. Suggestion of offside. Pienaar there. I think he's level, at least part of his body's level. Great ball. And where on earth has O'Brien and Cahill gone there? Great time to the run from Pienaar. Lovely whipped cross, but that is appalling. After being in the game for so long, on top for so long, just to allow the tallest man on the pitch probably that much time and space in that area. Criminal, and that's cost them. That's cost them, and that's looks like being a fantastic victory for Everton.
Unless Bolton get back in this, they're trying to. Fellaini was yellow carded because of that celebration, and that means he'll face a ban now. Nolan and Tim Howard. Under pressure, closed down quickly. Bolton pushing for this equaliser in injury time at the Reebok. Late drama in this game last season, and once again this season as well. And again it's Everton who've scored late on, and they're making a change. Jack Rodwell is coming on for Mikel Arteta, but Fellaini may just have won this for Everton.
Yeah, one bit of quality from Everton's point of view. I mean, Fellaini's offside there, but he's not active. Now he's definitely not offside, but he is as free as a bird.
Will Bolton say Stephen Pienaar was just slightly off there? His head maybe just ahead of the defender behind him. It is, of course, the playing part of your body, which has to be offside. So Rodwell is on for Mikel Arteta. Davis winning the throw-in, and now it's Riga. Anywhere will do for Everton. It's Victor Anichebe. O'Brien has slipped over, so too Jääskeläinen. Anichebe may finish Bolton off. Denied by Jussi Jääskeläinen.
Well, it is comic defending from Bolton at the moment. People slipping at crucial moments. And if he didn't think he was going to get there initially, then he does. Slip there, heavy touch, he doesn't think he's going to get there, just a little slip. And I've seen him put them away so many times over the last couple of years.
Well, the flag's gone up this time. It is a free kick to Bolton Wanderers. We've had the 2 minutes of stoppage time. Gary Megson's side on the verge of another defeat.
Yeah, when you're down, luck goes against them, but they've only got themselves to blame. They've had enough possession and enough good positions to make more chances than they have done. They've just lacked quality in crucial areas, Bolton, tonight. I mean, Everton have as well, but crucially they had the one bit of quality that settled the game.
It's a massive, massive win for Everton. They are back to winning ways, and it's their record signing, Fellaini, who scored the winning goal. He's protesting about his yellow card because it means he will face a ban now after his goal celebration. But more importantly for Everton, they've got themselves 3 huge points. Just the kickstart they needed. David Moyes was determined they had to build on that draw against Manchester United on Saturday. They've come to Bolton and they have done just that. As for Bolton, booed off at the end again, but those Evertonians will make the short journey back to Liverpool buoyant. They're back to winning ways. It's finished at the Reebok Stadium in the most dramatic of circumstances right at the end. Bolton Wanderers 0, Everton 1. David, second season in a row, a late winner here. How pleased are you with that?
Oh, well, we're really pleased because, you know, it was late in coming and didn't think it was going to arrive, but nevertheless we got the goal.
What was your assessment of the game overall?
It was a scrappy game, you know. I think the conditions made it very difficult. The pitch was very slick. We didn't use it to our advantage, you know. We passed the ball away at times and made it hard for ourselves, but a lot of positives. A clean sheet for the first time this season, you know, and following up on the point against Manchester United, it was good to get a victory.
How important was that to make sure that you did follow up from Saturday?
Well, it was because, you know, we want to build on it, you know, and we can say well done to the players tonight for getting the result, and especially for not conceding any goals. We were a bit more resilient tonight. As I said, our passing wasn't as good as it should have been, but you know, in the end we got the goal. One
of those occasions you just had to dig it and stick in at it.
Well, any manager will tell you coming to Bolton's never an easy game, and you know, sometimes it's like that. I thought in the first half we had good opportunities to make better openings, and I thought we were wasteful in our approach play. The wrong decisions or the wrong pass, and that sort of cost us from maybe getting in front.
And another goal for Fellaini. I'm not entirely sure you bought him for his goals, but he's popped up with a few, hasn't he?
No, he has, and they're really important for us. And you know, as we said before, he's going to be a good player.
And he was yellow carded for his celebration, which is a downside, I suppose, because it means he'll miss a game now.
Yeah, I don't know why, because he didn't go off the grass. I think if you go off the grass, as far as I know, I don't think it's a white line. So he doesn't jump the boards or anything. So I don't think he should have been booked.
Phil, big win tonight, but more importantly, I suppose, or equally as important, the clean sheet for you.
Yeah, definitely. We've been down to get a clean sheet for a long time now. Thankfully, we did it, and luckily enough, you know, the game wasn't the best, but we've come away with 3 points.
It was a scrappy game, but you had to dig in there.
Yeah, definitely. I think no team particularly deserved to win it, but you know, we'll take a little bit of luck towards the end. Fell in the right place at the right time, and a great finish.
Have you felt the confidence coming back into the side over recent weeks?
Yeah, definitely. The confidence has grew, the fitness levels, the team getting to know each other again. So you know, all looking a little bit more positive.
You had to scrap a late equaliser here last season as well. Was the belief there that you could go and grab one right at the end?
Yeah, definitely. With a lot of attacking options on the pitch towards the end. Great ball by Stevie P, and like I said, Fellaini, right time, right person, and in it went.
I don't think your manager's bought him for his goals, really, but he's popped up with some important ones.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he's bought Fellaini, obviously for the future, being a young lad, but we're learning a lot about him, and if he keeps scoring every week, obviously we'll accommodate him in other areas.
Fellaini, 2 goals in 2 games now for him, and Everton having to wait till the 90th minute before they get the winner, but they move up the table tonight at Bolton's expense.